Hi, somebody asked me to do number 17 from the Chapter 7 homework, so that's what I'm going to do next here. Let me do a quick review. For this one, they're asking you, do you use the t value, critical value, or the z critical value? Okay, so let me review that first. In your PowerPoint, on page 29, there's this document. Let me try to zoom in here so you can see better. There we go. Okay, so this kind of helps you decide which one do you use. Do you use this one or do you use this one? Okay. The main difference is whether sigma's known or not. If it's known, you use a normal distribution. So that means on your calculator you use a z-interval when you're asked to find the confidence interval. If sigma's not known, you use a t-interval. The things that must be satisfied both of these, so the other parts are the same. Either it's normally distributed, or you have more than 30. So one of those has to be satisfied regardless. Otherwise, you just can't do it. But what makes you decide between these two is whether sigma's known or not. If it's known, you can use a normal distribution. Most of these are in the document that I gave you, this document right here. So most of these you could find. That's the document that I gave you. I told you to print out. Okay. For the t-interval, you can either use inverse t, which is another video, or you can look it up on the t-table. Okay, so now that we did that, let's actually go back and look at our example here. Let me pause so I can... Okay, so going back to this one, it was number 17, and again, this will be different for everybody. It says you have a 95% confidence level. Here they give me sigma, that's the population standard deviation, and the histogram of 53 player salaries. Okay, so this time they give you a sigma. So if they give you a sigma, that means basically you're going to use the z-interval if they're asking for the confidence interval, or you'll find a critical z value. So I want to use z for this one. If sigma is not given, like they give you s, then you want to use a t value. You have to have at least 30, which we do, or it has to be normally distributed. Okay, so this one I definitely, because they give me a sigma, I want to use a z value. They want us to do it for 95%. 95% is one of the common ones. And I gave you this handout from the most common ones. The common ones right here, 95% is 1.96. If it wasn't one of the common ones, then you have to go back to that previous video where I show you how to find these using inverse norm.